Our foster program is unique in that we do not have any cages at all. We have wonderful volunteers that help foster these animals in the walls of their home. It gives them an opportunity to learn about how these animals behave, if they're housebroken, how they do with children, how they do with other dogs, what they think of the family cat. And that helps us pair them with potential adopters that, there may be an older person looking for a lap dog and Chihuahua may be a great fit. Or there may be a person who loves to run, and so we'll put them with a high energy, Weimaraner or Shepherd or Lab blend. And our goal is to really make it a permanent match when we get these animals out of shelters, because they've already been impounded once, escaped death once, and we want to make sure we do our homework to ensure the adoption is a success. SNIPSA came to be back in 2006 when a group of veterinarians and concerned citizens were sitting around a grocery store. There had just been a big article called Death by the Pound, which was featured in the San Antonio Express News, and it highlighted thousands of animals being euthanized. And back in those days, it was over 50,000 a year. And we knew there had to be a better way, something that we could do to make a difference for the animals in our city. We decided that we would start SNIPSA, and we didn't even have a name at the time, but we came together and started an adoption program. It started really out of the playroom of my husband and I's house. We didn't have an office or a dollar in the bank back then, if it was just an idea. And since then, we've rehomed 6,000 or 7,000 animals at least since 2006.
San Antonio is on its way to becoming a no-kill city, and the only way that it's going to become a no-kill city and stay a no-kill city is for people to realize the importance of spaying and neutering their pets. The Big Fix is a mobile MASH unit. It's a surgical MASH unit for dogs, and we go out into high-need areas of the community about 5 times a year, and we offer free spay, neuter, microchipping, and vaccines.
Fosters basically open their homes to any of these guys and treat them like their own. And that's kind of how we play the game. We make sure that everyone is good in a home, they're good with other dogs, they're good with people, and the only way to test that is to actually see them in a home environment, and that's what the fosters provide us with. We have adoption events 2 to 3 weekends a month, and what the foster parents will do is bring the fosters in and bring them to the adoption events so they can meet potential adopters. And because they're actually living with the dogs, they know them the best, so they can suggest what dog fits what family.
I've been fostering for about 8 years. I got started when I found a dog that needed some help, and I couldn't get him into a shelter. And I reached out and got in touch with SNIPSA, and they took him in, and I started fostering from there. I have 7 of my own dogs as well as 2 cats, and I foster. The biggest misconception is people think that it's impossible to give up a dog. It's too hard to do. And the easiest way to get around that is to realize that when you give up that one, you've just created room for another one, and you kind of help the work keep moving on, and you help save another life.
Well, I want to be a vet when I'm older, so volunteering is just kind of a way for me to kind of start to get into that and realize that I actually want to be a vet. Last summer, I fostered a puppy that was deaf, and I kind of learned how to cope with one and train it without obviously using sound. At Big Fixes, I prep the puppies, so I shave them, I clean them, and it's just, I've learned how to really take care of a dog and watch over it. I only could foster them until the next adoption event, and then I was like, hey, I'm really sorry, but I can't take them back. So they were like, yeah, it's totally fine. If you can do it for even a day, that helps them out so they can find another person that they could go to.
You can always head to www.snipsa.org. It's our website where we have our foster applications to apply to be a foster. We also have all of our adoptive animals listed there, so you can see who we have available and fill out the adoption application.